Knon 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people. Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227, or extension 233. For more information, go to knon.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.
We'd like to say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Church Information and Open Forum. I'm Marion, Barnett, your host. We here each and every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on the Voice of the People, 89.3 FM. Got a lot of things to talk about, but we're in the midst of our fall pledge drive. And we need your tax-deductible pledges coming in. We need to stay on the air. We need to stay strong and need to keep the radio station strong. So call us at 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. You can make your tax-deductible pledges. You can make those pledges. All right, and we got things, pairs of tickets to give away at the Kirk Franklin Gospel Brunch. It includes a buffet, live gospel show, and a non-alcoholic beverage. And this will be Sunday, November 9th, at the House of Blues, 2200 North Lamar in Dallas. This is the starts at 11:30 a.m. brunch. It's for a $70 pledge, you get a pair of tickets and a T-shirt. You have one pair to offer for, we have all of that. We got that. So call us right now, $70 pledge. You get a pair of tickets to the Kirk Franklin Gospel Brunch, which includes so much. And we got I have a list of perks of, golly, it's over 100, I guess 100 perks on here that you can get with backpacks, you can get blankets, you get waterproof umbrellas, we got hoodies, jackets, different things with KNON insignia, and you can get all of these for certain pledges. You can get a hoodie, a concert, let's look at this here, concert folding chair, just $100 pledge, that's all you need. Is $100 and get a concert folding chair. Get out there on the lawn and go hear the Dallas Symphony or some other blues show or rock show, whatever. You get a jumbo umbrella, windproof umbrella for a $75 pledge. You get a long sleeve T-shirt for a $60 pledge. Righty, and just so many pledges, so many things here. And for a $25 pledge, you get a sports frisbee flyer. For a $30 pledge, you get an organic house blend coffee. Some of the best coffee in the world. Some Ray-Ban sunglasses, $35. Just a lot of things. But I need your pledges coming in. Some of you just pledge and don't even ask for these perks. You definitely can, but some pledge without that because you enjoy listening to the program. So we need you to call at 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893 with your tax-deductible pledge. Call us at 972-647-1893 is the number to call. Give us a call, 972-647-1893. Got so much going on. It's Election Day, Tuesday. Early voting ended yesterday. Election Day, Tuesday. A very important date. Tuesday, November 4th. It's imperative that if you haven't gone to the polls, that you do go. We got some very important races, to come. That's coming forth, and you need to make sure you exercise your right to vote. Don't listen to anybody who tell you, "Oh, your vote don't count. It don't matter. You just one vote." If your vote did not count, they would not be passing legislation. They would not be almost going to war to keep people from voting. They're doing everything they can to keep you from voting. Everything they possibly can. They are doing this. They are doing that. They're doing everything they possibly can to keep you from voting. That lets you know how important your vote is. That should be an incentive for you to go and vote. Just to show those rascals that you're not going to allow them to suppress your vote. So you go to the polls this Tuesday. All of those who have not early voted, go to the polls. Go to the polls. Well, I don't have the proper ID. Go there. You get a provisional ballot. Vote. Go there and vote anyway. Go exercise your right to vote. And don't vote for exercise. Make sure that, it's one thing, but there are certain people that that's not going to do right. We got people running for office that was in, their ideals were in vogue 50 years ago, 60 years ago. They think like people thought back in the day of H. Ross Barnett, back in the days of Orwell Forbes, back in the days of George Wallace, back in the days of Lester Maddox. We got people running for office right now. Texas ought to be ashamed of themselves for having such a person running for governor. Ought to be ashamed of themselves. Gonna nominate someone that's tried to kill the Voting Rights Act. Doing things, taking funds from children and doing all of these deeds that you would have thought would have gone, that type of thinking went out years ago. No, it's still alive and well. And the reason why it's alive and well, you won't kill it with your vote. You could kill all this with your vote. If you were to go to the polls and vote right, you kill all of this bad thinking, all of these bad deeds. You will let them know that you're not going to stand for it anymore. So you call us at 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. Call us, 972-647-1893 is the number to call. We just got so much going on. We got to raise money. Stay on the air. We have to. That's imperative. You enjoy listening to the show? Make your pledge. No pledge too small, and no pledge is too great. And you can make your pledge. You have 90 days to pay the pledge. I know a lot of you spend a lot of money on yesterday buying these little uniforms for them to wear, to trick or treat. You spend a lot of money on candy and different things like that. But you have 90 days to pay the pledge. And all you have to do is call us 972-647-1893. So easy to do. Call 972-647-1893. That's just so easy to do. We try to keep you enlightened on what's going on in the community, in the state, and around the nation, around the world. But we can only do that with your support. We can only do it with your help. 972-647-1893. They look at the amount of money we raise, and they don't go on just listenership. They say, well, you obviously have a lot of listeners, and that's not worth messing with if you don't, if they don't pledge. Now, I'm just telling you, they feel that way. You don't have a listenership that really care. They just want to consume and not put anything in it. My show is the most unique show in the state of Texas. There's not another show like mine. there's not another one where you get a chance to speak out and talk yourself. The other show in Dallas, you don't talk. They don't let you on there anymore. This is the only one that let you have your piece. Don't interrupt you. Let you say what you need to say. 972-647-1893. We need some pledges coming in. 972-647-1893. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. Whatever you feel good about. That's what we do. 972-647-1893. We talk about the issues that are pertinent to our community. Give you a different point of view. You listen to the other radio stations, you listen to TV and watch TV and go on and everything. They give you a slanted view. They don't give you the options of looking at it at a broader point. They give you a slanted view on everything. And it's so, the way they frame the conversation, the way they do things, believe me, it's sad. It's sad. Just look at the Ebola cases. The black man and the black woman, they have been vilified. Let's be honest. He died. He's the only person that died of Ebola here that we know of in America. The black woman, Miss Vincent, vilified. But what about this doctor in New York? Rode the subway, went everywhere, lied about what he had done. A doctor now. What about this woman in Maine? They say she's from Texas. She refused to be quarantined. But they aren't vilified like those other two. You see, we point these things out to you, Lord, to help you, make you think. Watch what's going on. These signals that are sent to other people, dog whistles, to shoot right past you, and you go around quoting some of the same things they're saying, don't know. You're heaping coals on your own head. When they hit one, they hit us all. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. Let's go to line 2 and say good morning to Eric. All righty. Good morning, Eric.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Fine. How are you this morning?
Well, good. This is the first time I've ever listened to your show, but I'm sorry, what was your name?
Marion Barnett.
Marion, how are you?
Fine.
Hey, I got a couple of comments. I'm listening to your show, and you're talking about how your votes are suppressed and so on and so forth. And
yes.
I absolutely find that ridiculous.
Why? Why do you find that ridiculous?
I'm going to tell you. There is no reason why you cannot show an ID to vote. There's a recent study that just came out from Harvard University that said that voter fraud is taking place in this country, and it's from the illegal immigration side. So it's in everybody's best interest to show that you are a citizen.
What percentage was it?
It doesn't matter what the percentage.
Oh, come on! If you got one out of 60 million.
Listen,
Now you don't tell me, hey, fella.
Second.
Wait just a moment. I listen to you. Wait a minute. I listen to you.
Ahead.
You gonna listen to me?
Absolutely.
First of all, there has to be a presentable.
Huh, brother?
I listen to you.
Talking.
No, I listen to you.
You asked me.
I'll let you talk after I make my statement. Then you can make yours.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Go for it.
Now we go back, and we found that it don't register a low percentage of voter fraud. In fact, in America, we have problems getting people to vote. Period. Let alone try to steal votes. Then that has never been a voter fraud election where they feel like directly from the voters the race was stolen. So what is happening? Yes, it is suppression.
That's true, Marion. That's not
Name me
by Harvard. That's been proven that just a few.
You act like Harvard
Marion.
can't lie.
Harvard is on the left. They are far-leaning left.
You act like Harvard can't lie. Everybody at Harvard is not a liberal.
You're identifying with currently.
No, everyone at Harvard is not a liberal. I'm not a fool. I've been to Harvard. I've been there several times. You have ultra-conservatives at Harvard also. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
And those ultra-conservatives, see, numbers don't lie, but liars do number. You have to understand this. And when we see what's going on in our society, yes, it's voter suppression. Why is it all coming from the right? Why is it that always coming? You say everybody ought to have ID. Wait a minute, you're not listening to me.
Far center.
Well,
I am so in the middle because I'm so
What do you call center? What do you call center?
I want fairness. All I want fairness, and I want somebody.
You've got fairness in voting, but you got unfairness that's being created. No, you're a right winger. Don't come here with that. You know you're a right winger.
No,
you're a Tea Partier coming in with the. Don't come here trying to sell that to me.
No,
you are a right winger.
No, you're not.
Anybody in their right mind, anybody that has common sense knows that the vote in certain states that these state legislators have done is there to oppress minority voters. So don't come here with that mess. You know better than that.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous. What's ridiculous is what you're saying.
Marion, listen to me. I will absolutely agree with you, and I have no doubt that you believe this, that racism is alive and well in this country, and I know it is. I absolutely know it is.
I'm sure you do.
And I will absolutely stand up with you side by side and say that it is alive and well and that it has to be combated. But there are some things that not everything is.
Man, do you think I'm going to go for this dive? Because the main thing that really, one of the main issues that will really change things is voting.
How do you even know?
Wait a minute. Hold it. We can't both talk at the same time now.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Now, I'll run the show, not you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Understood.
So be quiet until I get through talking if you want to talk to me.
Hey, you got to be respectful now. Come on.
I don't have to be.
Yes, you do.
But I am being respectful of you. So you be quiet until I talk. Now, when we see how it did not happen until after 2010, when we did not go to the polls, people of color, African Americans and Hispanics and all, did not go to the polls in mass numbers like we should have, like we did in 8. This is when those legislators flipped over the legislation in these states went Republican. And once they went Republican, all of a sudden, these particular laws start coming forth. Want to make sure you have a voter ID. You have people in different counties, different areas, cannot afford to pay for identification, cannot afford to pay certain things that are going on in their town. You have elderly people that have voted 40, 50, 60 years. Now they cannot vote. You're saying these people are stealing votes? Who are these people? I tell you what, put him on hold. Put him on hold. And the other callers, I'm coming to you. I'm up against a short break. Put him on hold, and we're going to talk some more. I'll be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information Open Forum.
Fantastic. How you doing, Marion?
I'm Marion Barnett, your host. And we have Eric again on the line. We're going to bring him back. Those of you holding on the line, we're coming to you. But we're talking about voter suppression with this particular conversation that he says is ridiculous. And he cannot find ever one race in the history of America where the voters went out and voted and changed that election. You can't name one in the history of the United States. Eric, are you there?
Absolutely, man.
Well, go ahead. Name one.
Okay, so let's...
No. Name me one race.
Hang on. One race what?
That have been changed by voter suppression from voters.
I know it.
Name one.
That's been changed by voter suppression?
That's been changed, that we had enough illegal voters to go out and vote in that election and sway the race another way. Name one race in the history of America.
I don't need to because
no, wait a minute. If you're gonna call what I'm saying ridiculous, you don't. Wait a minute, just a minute. Hold it. Oh, we're going nowhere with this because you won't answer my question. Answer my question.
You won't answer my question that you can't name one that hasn't come at least close, if not has been changed. Hey, by the way, Marion.
Wait a minute. Come close on what?
I voted for Barack Obama.
Right. I just bet you did. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I bet you did.
You can't even acknowledge that a white man has voted for Barack Obama.
No, I can't acknowledge
serious?
you. There were many whites that voted, but not you, not of your ilk. No.
That is Marion, the first go around, I voted for him. The second, I did not.
Well, I can imagine.
And
I believe you on the second one.
Let me tell you why I did not on the second one. Because what is going on now is not working. That's all.
Why isn't it not working? The economy is better now than since 2003. Why is it y'all y'all won't talk about it and give him credit for the economy? Why is it?
No. I am not saying I'm not giving him credit. Is all I'm saying is
it's not working.
There is such gridlock. No, you're not listening, Marion.
That's what you said. You said it's not working.
No, that's exactly right. We have gridlock, though, in both the House and the Senate.
Who did that? Who did that?
And between the executive legislature.
Now, you know those Republican legislators, especially the House, got in lockstep the night of the inauguration, said they will go against anything he do. They were going against it.
Because I agree with you.
Right.
Because the bozos on the far right are absolutely killing this country.
Well, what can he do about it?
The bozos on the far left are absolutely killing this country.
What is the left doing? They can't do anything because the bozos on the right won't do anything.
Well, the bozos on the left want to make crazy. There are some crazy policies.
Okay, name me some crazy policies.
Okay, great. Let's talk about the. I don't want to call it Obamacare. The ACA. Give me the name of it.
The Affordable Health Care Act?
Affordable Health Care Act. Let's talk about that.
What's wrong with it?
How many people have gotten insurance? What, 10 to 14 million is the estimate?
That's a lot of people.
Okay.
That were not insured. That's a lot of people.
At what cost? At what cost, Marion?
For most of them, it has gone down.
Billions. No. At what cost to the country, Marion? In the billions.
Well, healthcare costs billions. I don't care how you put it, whether if it's going to be
million people.
Social Security or whatever it is, it's costs a lot of money.
You said, I'm not saying that those people do not deserve health care. They absolutely do. And the far right doesn't want to give them health care.
That's right.
I agree with that.
And you're one of them.
And the far left, no, that's not. Marion, that's just silly.
Wait a minute. What have you proposed? What have you proposed to give them health care?
Being into the far right.
What have you proposed? Huh?
What have you proposed?
I'm for the Affordable Health Care Act.
Well, of course
I think it's good.
Yeah, of course you are. Except I'm not, because I'm the one who's paying a lot in taxes, as are you.
You probably don't pay any more taxes than I do.
Why would you want to pay billions? Why would you want to pay billions to insure a few million? That's just silly.
What are you going to do? Just let them die?
No, absolutely not. Let them die. Who dies? Go to any emergency room.
First of all, you can't go to an emergency room to get a health checkup. Yeah. Hello?
All right.
I know it's all right. You can't go in order to get a health checkup, you have to have insurance. And many people die because they cannot get a health checkup because they have no insurance. Man, are you crazy?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I know it's fine. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I will say that's fine. However,
I'm gonna tell your Tea Party buddies, you argue pretty good, but you're just not good enough.
Oh, come on, Marion. You're so full. Yeah, that's just insane.
You're not making any sense. I don't know why I'm wasting all this time with this. You're not making any sense. You can't answer any questions. You just want to bring about rhetoric because you're trying to help the right way for Tuesday. But I tell you what, I let you on there. You had your say. So you have a good morning. Bye-bye. All righty. 972-647-1893. We need some tax-deductible pledges coming in. Can't you all see what's out there? Can't you see? He had nothing to offer. He had nothing new to tell you. You better keep somebody who can combat these rascals on the air. 972-647-1893. Bring me up Tony on line 3, Joe. All right. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Ram. How are you doing?
Fine. How are you this morning?
All right. I think one of the things you need is that you need case where that are the actual cases that the states have prosecuted against voter fraud. And most of the time, when you look at it, they're very few. Like you said, they only register in a percentage point. And the reality is that the Republicans know this. If they can shave 15 to 20% of any voting group, it makes their possibility of being elected more feasible. And that's all they're doing. They're shaving points off. Mm-hmm. If you shave off 600,000 votes, you know, and the gentleman earlier said he wants fairness. That's where the voter suppression comes in. Is if you can shave off enough.
Mm-hmm. That call was planted, man. It was planted.
You know, I think who he is. I think the person who called is a young liberal white.
Liberal? No.
Yeah,
oh God. No. That he is a right winger. He is not that young, and he had all he wanted to do if he could shake up just a few, for certain races. That's what he called to do.
But the reality is that all this is if you believe in fairness, and that's true, and that's why my whole his standard is fairness. Is that is when you use it like me, I don't bring that little white paper they give now. They waste their money now. If they're gonna use ID, I put my license out and make them work for it. You know, if they go, I think every person who has license ID, since they gonna have ID, I'm not gonna waste that piece of paper to bring up this and show that I can vote, because you know they're gonna look on the computer, they're gonna write my name down, they're gonna do all that little stuff. I'm gonna get to work every time I go vote, which I voted last week, to do the process. Now I think we should do that I think we should make them, force them to take the time to do it. So no, okay, here's the ID. And them spending wasted money sending that piece of paper out. You know, so but like I said, you know, the Republicans have won this battle.
Tony, let me ask you something. Do you drive a car?
Yes.
So you have a driver's license, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have a photo picture ID, correct?
Yes, sir.
How many elderly people you know that's never driven, that's on a fixed income, that have voted for 70 years, some of them, 60 years, 50 years, 40 years, that don't drive, don't have a photo ID, and can't afford? I'm told it's quite a bit now to go to the Department of Public Safety and get that identification card, and who can't afford it but have voted all these years. Now they can't vote. Now they're having problems. What do you say to that person?
Well, you know, I don't know anyone that age, but I remember my grandmother, when she was alive, she had to stop driving because she got too old to drive.
Right.
So she didn't have license.
Right.
You know, because of that. Mm-hmm. What I think it's imperative for young people to take the mantle up and say, okay, how do we?
Yeah, but that young person is less likely to to vote.
That's true.
Than that older person. See, they know what they're doing. They're going after our highest percentage voting block. That's what they're going after. Mm-hmm. Usually the people that really voted in America, in the African American community, those who really vote in mass numbers are people 45 and above.
That's true.
And they're going after that group. You've got a lot of people, especially women, older women who live longer than men, in their 60s on up, never learned how to drive a car. And if they don't have that photo ID, they're on a fixed income and can't afford it, you've just knocked them off the rolls, although they've been voting for years. This is nothing. See, it angers me for us to see us going into other countries, talking about we're liberating other people and bringing them, want to spread democracy to their country. When we have people here in America, you have a political party here in America trying to destroy democracy in America by keeping us from voting. Can't we see what's going on? Hello?
Yes. Yeah. But you know, and you're right. But you know, I blame a lot of Democrats for this because you know what?
You doggone right.
You know, I haven't seen any of the Democrats who are running right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, they have ads who suggest no vote suppression, but they ain't been knocking on doors. They have not been marching.
No,
you know,
you're right.
I mean,
you're right. You're so right.
And so they are complicit in this, in the sense that they have rather their own constituents to get out of the vote. And so, to me,
man, you are so right. You are.
Thank you, sir.
But you are so right, Tony. You're right as rain on that. We have people that live by our vote, haven't gotten out and put up enough fight for those who they live by. All right. Thank you for your call. 972-647-1893. Bring me Black Hawk up on line one. Good morning, Black Hawk. Is Black Hawk gone? No? Is he gone? All righty. Bring me Ike on line two then. Yeah. Ike?
Good morning.
Man, thank you. Thank you for your pledge. And that's $150. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Well, I do what I can.
Man.
Let me say this right here. I'm enjoying the show this morning, and, I've listened to the first caller that's calling in talking about it's not voter suppression, but you keep up with the news here. They done told us that it is voter suppression. Matter of fact,
man, yeah. You had a federal judge to say that. They struck her down.
Yeah.
But the judge, I think...
in a federal court, but, and we have to get out and vote. My only thing is that a lot of us are not educated on the candidates. You know, we just know the mainstream. You know, we know the main people that's running, but there's a whole lot of other ones don't take it with them that... And that's where we get the bad ones at. But we still have to get out and vote. And I just want to let you know I appreciate your program and all that you're doing. And
well, I let the caller go on and on for one reason, to show y'all what we're up against. Now, I know he's a right winger, but if he's a liberal, just in case, that makes it even worse to have a liberal saying this is not a voter suppression. So you know what a right winger would think. So, but I know he's right wing. I can tell there's certain things he said that lets me know.
Right. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let someone else talk. You know, before we got President Barack Obama, we didn't have all this Tea Party and all this voter suppression. But once the president showed us something that shocked America. So it was always said that blacks won't get out and vote. But when he ran for the first term, to come out in record numbers, they run out of ballots. They was putting your vote on notebook paper. The polls was crowded.
Right.
So we will vote. We just got to have somebody we got confidence and hope and faith in.
Let me ask you something, Ike. You called me the other day. What was this that Netinsky said? That's running for a Dallas County judge against Clay Jenkins.
I can't quote him verbatim, but he was more of saying he was advising the Republicans not to run a candidate against Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson because she was too strong and she was going to win anyway.
And plus, she was going to bring other voters out. Yeah, she'd bring Democrats out.
Yeah, if you run someone against her, she's going to pick a strong campaign that's going to bring a bunch of Democratic voters out, and they're going to vote straight ticket, and it was going to hurt the rest of the Republicans because she was going to win.
Now, she has an independent running against her or something, doesn't she?
Right. She got one guy, Eric Williams. They talking about he won out.
Well, they tell me the law looking for him.
Yeah, he didn't pay his child support or alimony
or
somewhere wherever he come from.
Yeah.
But this is the thing that Ron Netinsky said. He said he'd rather for us to go spend our food stamp on election day than to come out and vote. You know, making it seem like we all on food stamp. Oh, yeah. He tried to apologize for it. With
people, do y'all see what's out there?
Yeah.
Do y'all see what's... Here's a man running for Dallas County judge and saying we need to be somewhere spending our food stamps rather than going to the polls and voting.
Right. It's just as many white, it's more white folks on...
it's far more whites on welfare than African Americans.
Yeah.
It's far more whites.
You know, we seen this thing with this guy that called in first. We seen this kind of stuff try to kick off last week, but it just didn't get to happen. So we just continue to pray and support you because, you know, you're outspoken and you're speaking up and you're a stand-up kind of guy that's not filling us out. And I appreciate you. And God bless you and have a great day.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, 972-647-1893. We need some money coming in. We thank Ike for his wonderful pledge. I thank him. And then for $500, you can get a pair of tickets to everything Knon put on. Benefits, concerts for 1 year. $500. Knon puts on a lot of stuff. $500. Anything that Knon puts on, you got a seat. You have got a seat. Come on, we need you to call 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. We need the money coming in. We need it coming in. 972-647-1893. All righty. Let's go to Gerald on line 4. Good morning, Gerald.
Good morning, Brother Barnett.
Fine. How are you?
I'm well, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that first caller, he got me so upset I had to go in there and wash my face. Because you coming on here and seasoned as you are and educated as you are, he think he can come in here and hoodwink and bamboozle you to persuade you to think the way he wants you to.
Now, he don't know it, but he's a blessing to this show.
Yeah, he got so much finesse and all that. You know, I say, sir, I've been listening to you for a long time, and I learned a whole lot in my 40-some years. In the last 3 years, I've been listening to you, and I thank God and praise God for you allowing to come on here dedicating yourself every Saturday morning to give us this knowledge and educating us on a whole lot of things.
Thank you.
Let me say this here. This voting, we got to do more advertising. We can't wait on corporations. We can't wait on the government. We got to do some advertising, and I'm talking about in the hood, in the household, in the affluent areas. We got to get out.
You know, Gerald,
I don't make New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to make my first New Year resolution to start trying to get up billboards, which now they're going to electronic billboards, to advertise things that we need to do for ourselves in our community.
That's right.
And you know, and I don't know what the price is now, but you know, one thing about me that I know God's given me, I'm a procrastinator, probably the worst it is. But when I get started, it's unstoppable. And I'm gonna be asking for help. And also not for me, because, you know, I'm good and taken care of. I'm a truck driver. I've been around this country, through this country and all. It's about, you know, we know that people that don't want you to elevate yourself, they'll do and find all ways they can to mainline for you to have lower self-esteem about yourself. Okay. Of course, we all hearing things that, well, blacks on welfare, this and that. I guarantee you go up in Virginia, West Virginia, and all up in them areas, you'll still find people.
Eastern Tennessee, all of it. Oh, Lord.
They don't even have running water.
Yeah. I tell you what, Gerald, I'm up against a break, okay? But I thank you for your call. And y'all can call and pledge. 972-647-1893. We need those pledges coming in. 972-647-1893. We'll be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information and Open Forum. I'm Marion, Barnett, your host. We're in the midst of our fall pledge drive, and we need you to call us with your tax-deductible pledge. Tax-deductible pledge. 972-647-1893. We need that to come in. We need it to come in. We need to stay on air. We need to stay strong. We need to keep encouraging our community. We need to keep pushing forward. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. Let's go to line 3 and say good morning to Brenda. All righty. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
All right. Go right ahead.
Okay. My thing is, You know, you and your guests were talking earlier about the elderly that don't have ID and to go out and vote, and they've been voting for years.
Mm-hmm.
What if don't they have maybe children? And if you got an elderly parent that doesn't have a valid ID, don't you think you can spend money to take them to go get one?
We've gotten children now, and all of them don't have children. But wait a minute. Yeah, let me answer your question. You gonna let me answer your question? And those who do, we've gotten to a point where one generation is not necessarily more affluent than the other. Things have turned south for a lot of people. So we have to understand what's really going on in our society. I don't understand why is it people can't realize this is true suppression. This is true racism. This is true bigotry. This is true ignorance. This is a thing that's going on. We are losing soldiers overseas fighting, trying to bring democracies to other parts of the world and trying to suppress a democracy or a republic, whatever you want to call it, here in America. Isn't that ridiculous that you've got men that are dying overseas in foreign lands? You're trying to free other nations, but you're trying to imprison people right here in America. Do that make any sense to you?
Okay, I'm prime military. I signed up, and I was going to go, and when I went over, my son went over, he survived, so war is war.
No, but is that answer my, wait a minute, is that answer my question?
Your president now is sending them over.
Well, he's got to, because Bush got all of this mess started. He didn't start this mess. Now he's trying to clean up what Bush started.
Well, why are you sending them over there? Why you just, when you said you was going to bring them all home?
Well, no, once you start killing people, people start putting together things on you. Now you got ISIL and all of these other groups. All of this came out of the mess that Bush started.
Well, he should have stepped back and said no.
Who should have stepped back and said no? Who should have said no?
Now. Obama, just like I said.
Wait a minute. How is he going to say no, and he got people on the military front? How those theaters that are already created when he got there?
No, why did he send us back over there, though?
Because it was so much turmoil.
Our troops home, he did. He kept them over there, and he didn't want to send more.
Do you want him to pull the troops out now, with them gaining power?
He might as well pull them. He ain't doing nothing else.
What do you mean he's not doing anything else?
He needs to pull them.
He needs to pull all the troops out and let ISIL take over Iraq and other parts.
Okay,
Jordan, come on now. You know you're not making any sense on this.
When Bush was out there, when he said that, those people been living like that and doing what they do for years.
I agree. But he didn't start this.
Coming in their country, telling them what to do, and that's what we're doing. Like, we don't want them coming over there telling us.
Who started this?
It means as though everybody can come to the U.S. We change for everybody else.
Did not this start with Bush 41 and was escalated with Bush 43? Didn't the Bushes start this? Hello?
No.
They didn't?
No.
Oh, you forgotten Operation Desert Storm?
I did Desert Storm.
Huh?
I did.
Who was the president? Who sent you over there?
My unit said what the president told us.
Well, who was the president?
We ain't going through that.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All you did was call for some ready. I'm glad you heard yourself talk. So, because you're not making any sense.
Sit there, and then you want to talk about the people running for office and vote now. Well, all I need to know, why is it you wait a week before it's time to be voted, and then you want to send out literature? I don't know half of these damn people up there. You won't win.
Whose problem is it? Can you read?
What?
Can you read?
I can read very well. That's
do you listen to this show?
Greg Abbott and Wendy Davis can go sit down because she's for abortions and I am pro-life. Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right. We thank you. All righty. God, yeah, it must be a full moon, but I am so glad. November 1st. Been a fast year. November 1st. I just love it. 2 days from my birthday. Thank God you've allowed me to live a pretty long life. I thank you. allowed me to see a lot of things. And the knowledge Lord given me, I try to pass on to you. And if y'all can just listen to these people who have no real argument, they have no argument, they have no real defense. They just want to bring about rhetoric. They're trying to shave a few votes off here and there. This is what voter suppression is really all about. Trying to shave a few votes off here and there. Maybe they can get some more of their right-wing friends in. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. We need your tax-deductible pledges coming in. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 2 and say good morning to Renee. All righty?
Good morning. My name is Renee.
Good morning.
And I live here in Arlington.
Yes,
And there is no public transportation here. If I hadn't had initiative to get up and go last Sunday, knock on a neighbor's door to go to the voting polls, I don't have public transportation. And I'm not employed at the moment. If you are not able to afford the ID, if you have no transportation, I don't know what's going on with the Democrats, where they're not taking initiative to try and get people transportation to the polls. I find this extraordinary. This is extraordinary. They are saying they're not taking school ID, workers ID. None of these will do. I just happen to have my ID and my voters' rights card, which they checked both of them. Now, what the young man who was talking earlier to you, he's just politically uninformed. My major was political science. Okay, Karl Rove and his political machine was behind the states making demands for the voter ID. They wrote the policy and gave it to the states, and the state presented it to the courts.
You're right.
It was a pre-scripted, pre-written script.
Tell him what state Karl Rove is from.
He's from Texas.
Tell him where he's from. What city?
I don't know what the city.
He's out of Houston.
Out of Houston, and he was the one who was behind Bush getting elected.
That's right. That's who got Bush 43 elected.
That's who got him elected. And the last caller about the military, since my major was political science, she have no idea. The Bushes were in bed with the sheiks over there in Saudi Arabia. That's right. And had been
Bin Laden family.
For over 40, the Bin Laden family over 40 years. She has no idea that when the 9/11 event happened in this country, all Saudi families were put on planes. All air traffic was stopped except for them to go back over there to protect them. Other ways in which they're suppressing these votes is you ask for an absentee ballot. If you can't get there, you have to be at least 65. They don't consider disabilities or anything like that, or lack of transportation. Therefore, you cannot vote.
Well, but see the thing about it. See, they go after our strength. That voter from 45 up until they die, that's our strongest voting bloc.
Yes, indeed.
That's our strongest voting bloc. The older we get, it seems like the more we vote. I guess the more conscious we become. And we should talk. The people talk about young people. Yes, we need them to vote, but they don't vote as strong as the elderly. So they go after elderly, just like you said. See, Arlington is the largest city in the United States without public transportation. The largest city in the United States of America that don't have any public transportation. Now that's a disgrace before God. Yes, and people live over there. There are some extremely affluent areas over there. They have 3 or 4, 5, 6 cars. But you do have a lot of people that live in Arlington that don't have automobiles and different things like that, that could use bus service or rail lines and different things. And if you're at a certain age, you cannot walk 10 or 12 blocks or a mile or 2 miles to the polls.
That is
if
true.
you don't have someone to carry you, you can't make it. So they know what they're doing when they bought this, when Karl Rove and all these clowns put that voter suppression law in. They knew what they did when they put that whole package together. They knew what they did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. Thank you for your call. 972-647-1893. Need some pledges coming in. Need some pledges. Thank you, Brother McCraney. Thank you, Brother McCraney, for your tax-deductible pledge. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I need some more coming in. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 3 and say good morning to Sydney. All righty. Good morning,
How you doing,
sir.
Reverend Barnett?
Fine. How are you?
It's been a long time since I called, but I was kind of laughing at the lady that she didn't know who sent her butt over there to war.
I believe the woman, though, but she just she did
they
not
say
want to
the
agree with
freaks
me
come
on
out
anything.
At night, you know. They say them freaks come out at night, so maybe she
Well, it is.
is.
It's the day after Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's still dark out there?
No, it ain't dark now. She just ain't made it to the bed yet or something. I just go call in, touch bases with you, but, you know, I did the same thing with my brother-in-law. I had to take him up there so he'd get his ID. She did have 1 point, but, you know, other than that,
I mean, everybody, you know, people take people to the polls, but everybody don't have a brother that's going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and
right.
And they look for one way. The churches, other groups, other organizations. I take people to the polls. I've taken people over there on Martin Luther King. I took members to the polls Sunday. Souls to the polls.
Yes, sir.
We could do more with the vans, but if you don't have ID, they still can't vote.
That's right. So I made sure he had his stuff.
Okay, good. Well, I like that. I like that. Yeah. You made sure that your brother went and exercised his right as an American citizen.
Well, it's my brother-in-law.
A brother-in-law.
Okay. I had to get him up there.
Okay.
We need every vote counts, and that's what I did.
You better believe it, because they're trying to cut off every vote they possibly can.
Yeah, we don't need no Abbott. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, Lord have mercy. See, you know, Alabama had their George Wallace's and Georgia had Lester Maddox.
Yeah.
So Texas is about to become notorious. If we elect Greg Abbott, we're going to have our Greg Abbott as that vicious.
My grandfather used to have to pay to vote.
Oh, yes. My parents paid $1.75. That was a whole lot of money, man. 60 years ago, that was a lot of money.
Yeah, and they didn't care nothing about the black race or, you know what I'm saying, people of color.
No. Well, they had you suppressed with that poll tax. And this now is nothing but a poll tax.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
We thank you for your call. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Thank you, Bernice, for your tax-deductible pledge. Bring Bernice on line 2. Ready? All right.
Good morning, Pastor. How you doing this morning? Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just wanted to, first of all, as far as this, I'm hoping that all the listening audience will get behind my brother here who's speaking on behalf of all of our communities, but especially those who have been neglected. And that he is providing information to empower us. So don't forget it, y'all. And put your money where your mouth is.
Please do.
I'm just going to say that. I'm going to leave that alone.
Thank you, ma'am.
So,
Thank you, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
And this is what I want to say. This is a wake-up call for the black Hebrew community.
You're all right, Bernice.
And I'm going to tell you why. Mm-hmm. Because, like you said, these tactics, voter suppression has been going on for decades, and they were just relentless. And we have been asleep. And yes, the Democratic Party has not been really fighting for us. And you know why? Because we don't hold them accountable.
That's right.
They want our votes, but when they get voted in, they have just always seem to forget about us.
That's right.
And then they do things, they create policies, they try to want to be bipartisan at the expense of us.
That's right.
So we got to stop letting them get away with that. We're going to say we need to hold do some evaluation, assessment. So we got to be intelligent about these things. This is going on for too long. Why are there closure of schools? Like the lady was calling earlier about the bus situation in Arlington. That's city council. That's a county thing. So if you're not engaged, you're not going to those meetings, and you're not putting your 2 cents in, and you're just complaining, that's all they're gonna do. They're gonna continue to do what they always do because you're not engaged. And
well, you know what? Those city council meetings need to be flooded every time the door is open. They need to be flooded with people kicking down kicking the doors in and hollering and letting them know that they're going to demand public transportation in this city. That city is too large. It's the Tarrant County, the only county in America that has 2 cities in it over 300,000 people. The only county in America. All is in almost big as Fort Worth.
Wow. And, it's funny you say that, brother, because I look at it like this. I'm going, if you are not working, that's giving you plenty of time to be proactive.
Right.
For those of us who are at work, we can't be there because of our time on the clock, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you are not working, ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity to go at least once a week to City Hall when they have those meetings. You make it your priority.
And don't go down there skinning and grinning and everything. Go down there demanding your rights, demanding your rights as an American citizen. I'm up against a short break. Thank you for your call. And y'all call me at 972-647-1893. Need your tax-deductible pledges coming in. 972-647-1893. We'll be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information and Open Forum. Marion, Barnett, your host. We're here with hour number 2. But we need to do far, far better in hour number 2 than we did in hour number 1 when it comes to our pledge drives. We need your tax-deductible pledges coming in. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. 972-647-1893. This is tax deductible, people. It's a win-win situation. You don't really give it away. You get a chance to deduct it off your taxes and help this show, help this station, the most unique radio station. I think it's about 3 of us now, only 3 in the United States. It's the only one in Texas. I don't think we have another one in the South. But I think New York and California have a station similar to this one. That's it. Across this nation, where you call in, you support, we'll talk about any subject. We don't dodge anything. I don't have any corporation supporting me. The only people that support me is my listeners. Y'all, the listeners. We got people that support this program. They never really even call. They just listen. Thank God for them. There are those people that call in. They support it. Thank God for them. But we need your support in order to stay on there. We're not going to back down off of anything. If it's wrong, we're going to call it just the way it is. So you give us a call, 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. All righty, let's go to line 1 and say good morning to Joe. All righty. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Reverend Barnett.
Fine. How are you this morning?
Well, I was listening to the lady talking about everybody talking about they pro-life and the reason why they don't want to vote for Wendy Davis or vote a Democratic ticket. Mm-hmm. They need to understand the abortion thing that she's talking about. This lady is talking about she went to the Army. She went overseas and fought Desert Storm. She killed a bunch of innocent people over there. If she was pro-life, she wouldn't have went along with that. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's my thing with pro-lifers. They love you. They love that baby as long as that baby's in the mother's womb. But as soon as that baby is born, here they are to suppress, to shoot them down, to kill, to deny health care, deny food, deny everything they can from them. They love you until you're born. They're a bunch of hypocrites, so don't even come to me with that type of mess. Yeah.
It don't make no sense. Mm-hmm. And then all these people who don't want to vote a Democratic ticket, black folks especially, because we have been depressed our whole lives. Mm-hmm. So since we got a little something now, it's, I ain't voting on Democratic. You don't forgot when you was broke and starving, your whole family been Democratic. Our whole lives we've been wishing and hoping. You know what I'm saying?
I hear
and then we have an opportunity to express our vote, and they don't even want to, abortion. You don't want to agree with this lady because she's talking about abortion. Everybody should have that option.
That's right. That's right. Well, here's what now. I myself, I personally wouldn't want to see a child of mine aborted. That's my own personal feelings. But I can't push my personal feelings on others. But now, do I think it's wrong? Yes. But that's just my personal view. But my view with those pro-lifers is they love you as long as they love her, as long as she's pregnant. Once that baby born, then here come oppression. And you better believe it. And they are alive and well. The electing of Barack Obama as president, ever since President Obama been president, they could not hide their true feelings anymore. And they come out of the closet now. You talking about other groups coming out of the closet? These hate mongers are out of the closet now. They are alive and well. Thank you for your call, sir.
Thank you, Reverend Barnett.
972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. We need some money coming in. We need some tax-deductible pledges, please. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 2 and say good morning to James. All right. Thank you for your pledge, James.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Reverend Barnett. Appreciate everything you do, always. Yes, sir. A couple of things to point out. One of them is this Craig Abbott ad that he runs on the TV is talking about President Obama will not secure the borders, but as governor, he will. My concern is, sir, if you can do it as governor, why haven't you been on favorites but about him not securing the border?
Well, now, if he had secured the border good enough years ago, he wouldn't have his wife.
That's what I'm saying.
She's from south of the border. He wouldn't have his mother-in-law making commercials for him if he had secured the borders. These people are the biggest hypocrites on the face of the earth. They're jokes.
As a Baptist preacher, I want to say this right quick. The reason the Baptist preacher is so strong like you are is Jesus was baptized by a Baptist preacher, and Jesus became the greatest revolutionist ever lived. So that's in your blood as a Baptist preacher and as a child of God to do, and a son of God to do what you're doing. And we really appreciate your strength. And people get involved and get on out there and vote and tow them to the polls. And also get on these school board meetings.
How did y'all sow to the polls go Sunday?
I haven't really checked with them, Reverend Barnett, but I know we had a town hall meeting right after that Monday. And believe me, the city officials that was there, Mr. Dimon and Shivers, is 2 blacks. The rest of them white, no white city council person showed up, but the mayor did and city manager, and they got 4 or 5 votes that dominate over 2 black votes, and it's like taxation without representation. And the preachers down there, Reverend Barnett, they need a lesson from you, because the vote to the poll, I probably didn't go good, even though I haven't checked with them, because the preachers down here, Reverend Barnett, are being under the thumb of the mayor and whatever white suppression is going on. You remember how they used to have a certain preacher in your neighborhood or something that could get the rest of them to go along against us? We are up against that down here, Reverend Barnett, and we'll talk about it another time when I have more time to share with you.
James, I feel for you down there, boy. You keep on swinging. You keep. Now, if anything I can do to inspire you, you let me know. If you need to come up and be on the show, if that inspire you to help keep on swinging. Because, boy, you're up against it down there. I've talked to some other people who know you. They definitely deeply admire you. And what's your friend's name? Isaac. They admire y'all, but they don't even know how y'all keep it up, because they seem like all the so-called intelligentsia among us down there seem to fight y'all with tooth and nail. They seem to fight against it. And everything y'all do help them.
We have a preacher now on board from the Church of Christ, and a lot of people beat up the Church of Christ about their doctrine, and I'm not favorable of that, but I'm not worried about no denomination.
Forget doctrine, man.
He's from the Church of Christ named Pastor Harvey, and he is really on fire. We got a concerned citizen group together, and we're moving forward with some people that's dedicated, Reverend Barnett. So maybe one day we'll bring this Pastor with us and come visit with you and share with what we're doing down here.
Make sure you do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All righty. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Need some pledges coming in. Thank you, James, for your pledge. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. I need some pledges coming in. Need some tax-deductible pledges coming in. 972-647-1893. You can make that pledge. You have 90 days to pay that pledge. You got a jillion perks here that you get for just making your pledge, whatever you want. They got sheets just filled with things that you can get. But we want you to also remember, you listen to this show. Many of you say you enjoy the program and inspired and informed with this program. So come on, keep us on the air. 972-647-1893 is that number to call. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 3 and say good morning to CJ. All righty. Good morning, CJ.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
Good. Hey, I just wanted to ask you a question. I would like to know how getting a photo ID is suppressing votes.
First of all,
you have to have a photo ID to do anything. To go to the bank, get money out, to go to the hospital, anything.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't show my photo ID most of the time at the bank. No.
You don't?
No, you don't.
They
don't ask me for no ID because they know me. I've done, there's certain branches that I do business with. They know me, have seen me for years. They don't ask me for ID.
Well, then that means you must have quite a bit of money, so you're in there.
But still, I don't have to show an ID.
Okay, but how hard is it to get an ID? I don't understand that.
Well, you probably is sincere about this. Some of you obviously is sincere that you don't believe it's hard to get an ID. You don't believe there's a person that's may not be making $400, $500, $600, $700 a month on their Social Security. They retired. They have to pay their utilities. Some of them might have to pay rent, some different things like that. For you to go in and have to get transportation down to get to the Texas Department of Public Safety to get an ID, you still, that's a great burden on them. They voted and voted for years. Wait a minute, are you going to listen?
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
All right, listen, if you're going to answer your own question, I don't know why you called me. If you don't understand that everybody is not in the same boat with you, to you it's simple. To others, it's a toiling process, and they tried to do it, and they're trying to do it. But why do we have to have a photo ID in America in a country that don't even vote? We don't vote worth a quarter in America. We don't vote worth a quarter in America. Most people don't go to the polls. Do you realize in the last presidential elections, less than a third of the registered voters even cared enough to vote? So there's no stealing of votes in America. This is nothing but suppression. There ain't nobody out there trying to steal an election by voting illegally. There's nothing out there. There's no stats that ever show it. Don't even register. But this was a way to stop those who are voting. Try to curve enough of those votes off in order to steal an election. It's just that simple.
Oh, I understand. What if we had the DPS, if we get a portable ID station where they can go around to different neighborhoods and people can just who gonna propose that legislation? Ain't no Republican gonna do it. They're controlling most houses. They're not gonna do it. They don't want you to have an ID. They don't want you to have an ID.
You got a Democratic president and a Democratic Senate.
The president doesn't control what goes on when it comes to ID in Texas. The president doesn't do that. So, I mean, what we're saying, the people that you're talking about putting something together, they're the ones who's trying to destroy the whole thing. They're not going to do it. Hello?
You just have to get ID and vote out for Republicans.
Do what?
I guess somebody's going to have to get an ID and vote out the Republicans.
Well, the thing about it, you're not going to vote them out because they got it fixed where too many people There is not going to. But we have enough people registered. If they go to the polls, oh, my goodness. Now, I give you that much. If the people would go to the polls, if y'all go and vote Tuesday, and if anybody, if you got vans going, cars, or whatever, transportation to the polls, call me right now. If you're listening, call me right now. If you have access to your church van, call me right now. I'll put your number over the air, because I'm sure there are a lot of people that are listening that would love to have a ride to the polls. Call me, and I'll put you over there. Go right ahead. Do what?
I'll come help you.
Okay.
I'd like to come pick everybody up and get ID.
All right. Well, leave your number. Put him on hold. Leave his number, and if you're going to help us out, we certainly will appreciate your help. I think you're sincere. I really think you're sincere. I could tell you were sincere when you first called. See, one thing about it, when you've done as long as I have, your first 2 or 3 words, you know exactly where a person's coming from. You can tell by their voice. You can just something there. I know where you're coming from, your first 2 or 3 words. All right, 972-647-1893. People, come on. Call me some pledges. Thank you, Wayman. Thank you for your pledge, Wayman. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your pledge. All righty, where are we now? Who's on? What do we have? 972-647-1893. Billy? All right. Billy, thank you for your pledge. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All righty. Good morning, Billy.
How you doing, sir?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. Let me just share something with people. Listen, I don't care what race you're in. You can be black, white, Hispanic, whomever. The Republican Party do not care about you. If you suffering, if you struggling, you're in the same boat that I'm in.
That's right.
They make you think you better than us, but they treating you the same way. And y'all ain't got sense enough to see that.
There's one
trying to take everything that we get. They're trying to take it, and we're the cause of a lot of them having a lot of stuff.
There's one color the Republicans care about. If you're that color, they care about you, and that color is green. So if there are any green people out there, they like you. So if there aren't any green people, I guess they don't care anything about people, because it's the only thing they care about is green money. They'll do anything. They'll do anything to stay in power, and they'll use. And it's so. You know what, caller? Do you know a lot of the people that's voting Republican are really people who really can't afford to vote for them?
Yeah, I understand that. And then what they don't understand is they suffering and struggling just like we are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
these people doing the same thing to them that they're doing to us, but they want them to think that they're better than us. So they get on TV. In every ad I've seen, they've been trying to cut up President Obama, and these news stations are prejudiced and racist because they won't show that the economy is doing good. They won't show that jobs are coming back. They won't show all that. They try to show negative stuff against the president.
When the best shape we've been in since 2003.
Yes.
Best shape we've been in. And it's improving now. Everybody don't have the job they want. No, they don't. But now you're going to have to understand, a lot of that is Republicans who run big corporations have shipped a lot of those jobs overseas. But I thank you for your call. I'm up against a short break. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. 972-647-1893. Need your tax-deductible pledge coming in. Need your pledge coming in. 972-647-1893. Be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information and Open Forum. I'm Marion, Barnett, your host. And we're in the midst of our fall pledge drive, and we need your tax-deductible pledge. Tax-deductible. You deduct this from your taxes, and the money really, you're not really giving it away, because you're going to have to give it to Uncle Sam, and it's better to give it to somebody that's really on your side. And you can call us and pay that pledge, and call us and make that pledge at 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. We really need those pledges coming in. Yes, go on. light the lines up. Thank you. Light them up. And we'd like to thank Billy Brassfield for your tax-deductible pledge. We'd like to thank you, Wayman Stewart, for your tax-deductible pledge. We'd like to thank you, James Smith, for your tax-deductible pledge. We'd like to thank you, Bernice Montgomery, for your tax-deductible pledge. We'd like to thank you, Mr. Oscar McCraney. Boy, he's a great one. He's a great one. He pledges to this show. Thank you, sir. We thank you, Mr. McCraney. Thank you. We thank you, sir. You always come in. And then our old standby, Mr. Ike Steen. Thank you, Ike. Thank you. You are a great man. You're a great man of God. He's a good man, great man of God, and a great man that's fighting, catching hell, because he's standing up for what's right. They've railroaded his son in this town. And Ike, you know, I'm with you all the way. And you can always trust me. I'm not going to sell you down the drain. I'm not going to sell you. They can't buy me. I'm sorry. Naked came out into the world, naked I'm going to leave it naked. So I understand that. God has given me a good life. A good life. And I don't need anything else. He's given me a good life. So I can't do nothing but stand for right. I would be betraying God if I ever turn my back and double-cross people. He's given me a good life. Come Monday, he will be allow me. If I make it till Monday, I'll see my 67th birthday, and I feel like I'm 35. Look like I'm 40. Look like I'm in my 40s. Right? I can still run. I can still do more. I can do anything I always could do. God has been good to me. You think I'd mess that up? Double-crossing people? No, that's just not me. It's just not my nature. Y'all light it up with pledges. Just hang on. Hang on. Don't hang up. Hang up. Don't hang up. He'll be there. He'll be there. Some of you want to talk. I'm going to take your calls and everything. But he's got one man in here taking pledges. And he's trying to get you on the air also. See, please be patient. Please be patient with us. I have the best audience. I have the best audience of any talk show I hear across America. I have the best audience. I have a very learned, intelligent audience. I have people who know what's going on out here. Y'all would not allow, I don't care who it is I bring on this show, if they are not talking right, y'all going to challenge them, and I'm proud of y'all. Y'all made me so proud here a few weeks ago that y'all challenged this person, a powerful person, that are letting them know what's happening out here in the real world. And I thank God for you. Thank you for your audience. They say your audience will reflect the host. And hopefully I have said some things and done some things to make y'all stand up and be strong. All the lines are jammed, but keep trying to get in because we need all the money. Y'all know I need money to stay on the air, to keep talking. Y'all know I need money. 972-647-1893. Joe, do we have one we can get on the air now? On line 3? Line 3 just hung up. If you call back, whoever it was, if you can get back in, try to get back in. All right, bring on line 4, okay? Good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, this is Gerald, Brother Barnett. I really was hoping you wouldn't put me in because you got a lot of people want to talk, and I didn't finish saying what I'm saying, but I'm going to make this quick. Let me just say this here so you can get back to the people that want to get on. People, there's a think tank out there that think nothing but evil to keep good people down in this country. Remember that.
You better believe it.
Remember that. I'm a young man. I've been in the military. That woman that got on this radio talking about she been in the military now, I don't believe you. I honestly don't believe you. I was to repel out of helicopters. And I'm going to tell you, you come on with that there, you're embarrassed to me in my military. Thank you, Brother Bernard.
Well, that was an embarrassment to everyone that has ever served in the military. And especially if you've been in a theater of war.
Our greatest military over here. Yeah, there's some things that go wrong in it, but I'm going to tell you like our motto was, you mess with the best, you die like the rest. Yeah. Don't grow up and try to do evil to this country. And then the people that's out there that think of evil, yeah, our army is strong, but God don't need no army. He is the army. He's the creator of all things.
That's right.
And He's going to bring you down.
That's right.
And it ain't going to be long. Yeah. Young people, learn what it is. That voting is important. You got kids coming up. We that's over 35 years of age, we living good. But we don't get in control of this country. These crooked politicians, your children don't suffer.
Well, and we are the first generation that probably many of us will see our children not live as good as we have. And that's sad. And that's sad.
It is, and I feel it, Brother Barnett. I feel it every day. I got great kids, and you know what? It's some of them basic things you cannot run from. We need to get back to the basics of living.
That's right.
And thank you for taking my call. Let me I'm enjoying the show. We talk about real issues now today, and I'm gonna listen. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. 972-647-1893. They cleared 972-647-1893. Thank you, Brother Eddie Gilliam. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your tax-deductible pledge. Thank you. Is this Aaron Pinkett? Yeah, Aaron Pinkett. All right, thank you, sir, for your tax-deductible pledge. Thank you. They put theirs on credit cards. They are already paid. Amen. Thank you. But we thank you for all of you who are making your pledges. Thank you, sir. Thank you. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 1 and say good morning to Reggie. All righty? Good morning, Reggie.
Good morning, Dr. Barnett.
Fine. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed. I'm up and at him now, so I'm on top of the ground. Ground ain't on top of me.
That's right.
Well, yes, we had been talking about the elections and everything the other day, and one of the things I wanted to chime in on is that what our community has to definitely know and understand is that we talk so much about what happens, what goes on, and everything, and then we turn around and in the same stroke say that our word or our vote doesn't matter. Excuse me. And I tell people that if you have that type of thought process, then nothing's never ever going to happen. Many people have put their lives on the line and have sacrificed. So we have that privilege. So now what we have to do is we have to always think about that, when we go to the polls. Because that's the only thing we have to make our society work, and definitely to we have to do things to hold our public officials accountable. And the only way you can hold them accountable is you have to go out and vote.
Well, Aaron, what we have is people will say that, but they sit right there and watch that TV or listen to radio, watching these state houses go in, do everything they can to make sure they knock off as many people off that roll that don't look like them, don't vote like them, don't have the same political, philosophical views, try to knock them off those rolls. And they go through great lengths to do this. So why would they do this if your vote didn't matter? Why would they try everything they can to keep you from voting? Common sense tell you your vote is very important. Every vote is important. Do you realize John F. Kennedy won the presidency in 1960 with less than one vote per precinct in America? One of the closest elections of all time when he beat Richard Nixon in 1960. Do we not realize how important our vote is? And we need to get out there this Tuesday. If we haven't voted already, we need to be there. And hopefully, if you got a ride away to the polls, that you can transfer other people. please call me at 972-647-1893. Please call me. I'll put you on the air and let you explain how you get them and give the number out where they can get a hold on you, or else if you have a website that you have that will give rise to the polls, please call me at 972-647-1893. I thank you for your call. All righty, 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. Thank you, Reverend Wright, for your tax-deductible pledge. Bring me him on, line 3? All righty. Good morning, Rev.
Good morning, Pastor. How you doing this morning?
Fine.
I just want to say you got a good show. I just want to call and tell you thank you for everything that you have done in this community, and it's because of you that I do what I do, and I thank God for you. And on Monday, lunch is on me, and so I'm already reserving my time with you.
Right.
Yeah, the young men gonna hang out together Monday, and but I thank God for you and continue to do the things that you do. And we just need, and you made a very valid point, Pastor. Me and you do what we do because this is what God ordained us to do, and we don't have a choice. It's not about money with us. It's about us doing what God tells us to do, and we're going to go the other route.
That's
and
right.
So I thank
right.
God for you, brother. I love you, and I'll see you Monday.
All righty. We'll see you Monday, and thank you for your pledge. Thank you, sir. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. We need you to call some pledges in. We need those pledges coming in. Come on, 972-647-1893. Tax-deductible pledges. Plenty of perks. Everything you can think of. You got to like a lot of these perks, but we want you to pledge also because you like this show. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 4 and say good morning to Stephen. All righty?
How you doing this evening?
Good morning, Stephen.
Pastor, I need to confess.
Mm-hmm.
Don't beat me up, please. Mm-hmm. I was one of those type of people that had the idea that it wasn't no need in voting because it didn't go nowhere. But I promise you, from now on, I'm going to race to the vote because y'all done really convict me.
Yeah. Well, you see, this should show everybody. In fact, this should ignite our community to know the links and the things that they're doing to keep you from voting. Now, this is pointed after you.
That's right.
It's pointed after us.
Yeah.
Don't want us to vote. Man, and if that don't teach you that ballot is important, I don't know anything else. I do not know a better lesson. These right-wingers can teach you a better lesson than, because you're not going to believe me. But you ought to believe them when they tell you they don't want you to vote. That should motivate you to go to the polls.
Well, I got a whooping this morning, so from this day forward, I'm going to vote.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully start Tuesday. All righty.
All right.
Thank you. 972-647-1893. He's got my lines. He got a lot of callers on my lines. All my lines of, well, they are, but keep calling. They keep calling. He's taking pledges and at the same time trying to guide calls to me, to my phone. And just hang on line. Y'all be there. Be patient and keep calling. Be patient, please. Please be patient when he's taking pledges. And we're going to have to probably bring some more people in the studio for my show. And just please be patient. All right, he just finished with one. That line went off. Please call us at 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. I'm going to take your calls in just a second, but let's give him an opportunity to get all of this written down. We do this not very often, just each season we have those pledge drives, and you know how they go. The reason why I can be strong and take stands is because you support me. You, the listeners, y'all are the corporate people with me. Y'all allow me to talk to you whatever you want to talk about, I can talk about it because you are my supporters. All righty. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. One, he just put off, he hung up the phone on another person making their pledge. Thank you. So that cleared the line. 972-647-1893. These lines will only ring for so many times, then they go off. But please call right back so we can get your pledge in. 972-647-1893. The lines have pledges on them, and as soon as we can get one cleared for a call, we're going to get it cleared for a call, and we'll call you. But keep calling us, 972-647-1893. All righty. I think that either that phone went out or somebody hung up. I think that phone goes out after so many rings. Please call right back. Call right back. He'll probably get you this time. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893 is that number to call. 972-647-1893. I thank you for making these pledges. Thank you. 972. Thank you for calling back. Thank you. Wow. Y'all, it's ringing, so please just keep calling. Call right back after that phone go out. Call us right back, and he'll probably get you that next time. Call us. Keep us on there. Keep us strong. Keep yourself strong. See, sometimes some of y'all just want to get it off your chest. You see wrong, you call in. Sometimes, yes, you inspire us to move on certain issues. Oh, Lord. Reverend Wright and I, after our shows, we go through those sift and see what we got out of it. Is there something, there are things we need to move on. And see, the best informant in the world is y'all. Y'all are the best informants in the world. Y'all let us know. We listen to the show, and that's why we move on certain issues, because of y'all. All right, you said we got one on line one? We got a minute before we break. All right, y'all, I know the lines are filled, but y'all just keep calling. We got a minute before the break. Now, I guarantee you during the break he's going to get a lot of you get your pledges, and some of you can get on the air. 972-647-1893. Okay, I'm up against a short break, and we'll be right back. All right. You all keep calling. Keep calling. If we go out, just call right back and get back in. We're trying our best to get the pledges down. We're trying to get them down. Y'all know I love to take your calls. But right now, we're getting some money. Bring me line one on. You say line one wants to talk. We got his pledge and wants to talk. But please, people, be patient with us. Please be patient. Is it line one? Yeah, line one is Willie. Okay, Willie? All right, bring Willie on. All righty. Good morning, Willie.
Good morning, Reverend Barnett. How you doing this morning?
Fine. You doing all right?
Oh, yes, I'm blessed and enjoying your program. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to call back later and make a pledge. Mm-hmm. But I'm at work right now, so okay. My time is limited.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you make it to this show now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I disagree with you on one thing you said a while ago. Mm-hmm. There was a time our vote did not count, and Mr. George Bush proved that point in 2 elections. He proved that.
Well, you have a point because, those hanging chads down in Florida. Right. And then that election in Ohio, I still believe, and pretty well we got proof, that both times that George Bush 43, was so-called elected, the elections were stolen. That just show you the extent people will go to keep certain people down and suppressed. Those elections, I got to agree with you. I'm not going to argue with you about that. You got a point. You got a point.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. 972-647-1893. 1893. They clear the line. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 3 and say good morning to Oscar. All righty. Good morning, Oscar.
Yeah, Reverend Barnett.
Yes, sir.
I'm hearing you say you need some vans to carry people back and forth to the polls.
Yes, and I want to give them a number. You can give your number. Do you have vans? You have access to vans?
Well, I have a handicap van.
Well, that's fine. That's even better because a lot of our people are handicapped.
Yeah, well, mine's a handicap with the lift and all.
Well, do you have a number or something they can call that you would give them? Yes. Boy, this is sensational. All right.
214.
214.
339.
339.
7030.
7030. Okay. 214 339 7030.
That's correct.
Call Mr. Oscar.
Oscar Smith.
All right. Mr. Oscar Smith.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, then.
All right. One, just in case they didn't have their pen and paper out, give that number one more time, Oscar.
214.
214.
339.
339.
7030.
30. All righty.
Okay.
Mr. Oscar Smith is offering up his transportation to take you to the polls. Mr. Oscar Smith. All right. Call Oscar at 214-339-7030.
That's correct.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
All righty.
All righty. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Bring me line 2 with Junior on it. All righty. Good morning. You on Knon?
Good morning. How are you?
Fine. How are you doing?
Good. I was calling also to give another number.
Please do.
Who needs to be picked up?
Okay.
That number is 214.
214.
586.
586.
0867.
0867. Who should they ask for?
This is for the city of Dallas.
Okay, city of Dallas. Okay,
right.
Offering transportation.
We picked up, for transportation.
All right.
I have a secondary number as well.
All right, give it to me.
214.
All right.
729.
All righty.
1119.
Okay, all right. And here's what I have: 214-586-0867. That's one of them. City of Dallas. Also, 214-729-1119 or 1119. Are those numbers correct?
Both of those are correct.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate this. Y'all call that number. That's another number that's offering transportation to the polls. That's another number. All right. Mr. Oscar Smith is 214-339-7030. City of Dallas, 214-586-0867 or 214-729-1119. All right, I like that. All right. 972-647-1893. You can call that number with your tax-deductible pledge. Call us at 972-647-1893, your tax-deductible pledge. All righty, let's go to line 1 and say good morning to DW. Good morning. Thank you, DW, for your tax-deductible pledge. You're on there.
Yes.
Go right ahead, sir.
I was listening to some of these young people talking, and to you, thank you, young preachers. The reason I say young preachers because I've been preaching, trying to, for over 60-some years.
Wonderful. Oh, man. Yeah, man. That's just beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, brother.
And they're talking about voting.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them don't remember wasn't around when you had to pay poll tax.
Yep.
For $1.75 in the Fair Park.
You better believe it. That was a whole lot of money back in those days.
Yes, really.
Yeah, because some men had jobs they wasn't making but $3, $4, $5 a day.
It wasn't making that much. Some of them.
Some of them wasn't making that much. See, they hear that $1.75, they laugh. That's nothing. No, don't try to compare that with 2014.
And what is happening with the discrimination then with the poll tax?
Right.
And what is happening now, they've got a lot of the young people confused because they have a better job and they're able to go to school. But back in the day, a lot of people didn't even have an opportunity to go to school.
Oh no. And DW, we had children that was going to school, and they had what was known as split sessions. Did you ever hear about those? They would go to school in the summertime.
Right.
In the fall of the year, they were out in the fields picking cotton. Now, see, I remember this like yesterday. That was going on in the 60s, as late as the 60s. You had all kinds of problems. The schools were dilapidated. They got dilapidated books if they were blessed enough to get a book. But we had good teachers that was dedicated, that lived in our community, lived around us, and made sure that we learned. Our young people don't know a lot about none of this, but at the same time, we need to keep on encouraging them to keep moving forward, keep moving, stay strong. And God bless you. You've been preaching over 60 years, and I know that's a long time. So thank God for you, all right?
All right.
Thank you, sir. All righty. 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. Let's go to Mr. Thomas on line 2. All righty. Mr. Thomas.
How's the boy there?
Fine. How are you?
Doing good. This is Casey, man.
All right, Casey.
Hey,
go right ahead.
I want to call in. Tuesday is a big day. I missed most of your show. I was in Bible study again, just got out. Want to talk about the fact that Tuesday is the big day. I'm sure you've been talking about voting all both hours. But encouraging people who have not gone out to vote, not only to go and vote, but the main thing, Pastor Barnett, you may have talked about this. The main thing is, if you did not vote in the primary election, and you did not vote in the city council election last year, your polling site may have changed. So if you're one of the ones who choose to wait until the election day to go and vote, you need to make sure right now, this weekend, most of the churches are going to have newspapers that's going to have the polling sites in them. They need to get those newspapers. They need to go through it. They need to look and see, find out their precinct number, and look and see where to vote right now.
Well, they definitely need to do that, and probably tomorrow your newspaper will have your precinct number right there, and I tell you what, they can call the elections department Monday and ask them, where do they vote? Call and ask them. You pay for them, call and ask them.
But they need to know that. Do you know the number to the election department?
Somebody called it in. I don't have it right before me. Give it to me because we don't have time to pull it up on the computer.
No, I'll give it to you right now.
All right, give it to me.
214-819-6300. I'll repeat that. 214-819-6300. Now, the Dallas NAACP is going to have a headquarters where if people have any issues when they go to vote, or if they need to rise to the polls, or if they need to know what their precinct number is. Now, this number will be ready on Monday, okay? They can call this number, 214-769-7283. I'll repeat it, 214-769-7283. If you know anybody, Pastor Barnett, who's going to be available, who's going to volunteer election day, to be available to go out in case there are issues. I heard you talk about a couple of people need going off a rise to the polls. You have my personal cell number. Matter of fact, this afternoon I'm going to call you in case anybody I need to get that information from. So when they call us, we can call them and give them the name, the address, where they can go and pick people up.
All righty. We certainly will, because we got to get that out there. All right. Thank you, Casey. All right. Thank you. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 3 and say good morning to Trey. All righty. Good morning, Trey.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Good. Tuesday is a big day, but Monday's an even bigger day. We want to say happy birthday, Daddy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Where's
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Trey. Thank you, big man. Thank you. Oh, that makes me feel so good. That's my grandson. That's my namesake there, Marion Barnett III. All righty. Thank you, Cecil. Thank you, both of y'all. Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Happy birthday. Love you.
All right, you run your touchdown today, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yes, he can fly, boy. He's 6-year-old and can outrun 10-year-olds. Lord, thank God. Thank God for him. I tell you what, let's get our job line in right quick. Let's get it in. All right, Mr. Greg Barber, are you there?
Yes, Reverend Barnett.
Good morning, Greg.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Doing fine.
Great. Are there any jobs out there?
Awesome jobs here this morning on SAT Job Line. That's Solutions and Action Today Job Line, brought to you every Saturday morning during church information and open forum here on Knon 89.3, the voice of the people. This morning on the job line, we have assurance. That's ASSURANT. Looking for customer service representatives, asking you to apply online at www.assurant.paleo.net. Once again, that's Assurant is looking for customer service representatives, asking you to apply online at www.assurant.paleo.net. TM Industries is looking for customer service representatives, asking you to apply online at www.tvmcustomerservice@gmail.com. Once again, that's TVM Industries looking for customer service representatives. You can send your resume to tvmcustomerservice@gmail.com. Overhead Door Company is looking for warehouse and delivery drivers. They're asking you to apply online at www.hourlycareers.icims.com. Once again, that's Overhead Door Company is looking for warehouse and delivery drivers. They ask you to apply online at www.hourlycareers-overheaddoor.icims.com. Senveo, that's CENVEO, is looking for customer service representatives. They ask you to apply online at www.cenveo.com. Once again, that's Senveo is looking for customer service representative, asking you to apply online at www.cenveo.com. Jet Aviation is looking for customer service representatives. They're asking you to fax your resume and a cover letter to 214-351-4216. Once again, Jet Aviation is looking for customer service representatives. They're asking you to fax your resume and a cover letter to 214-351-4216. Home Depot is looking for warehouse representatives, asking you to apply online at www.homedepot.com. Once again, it's Home Depot is looking for warehouse representatives, asking you to apply online at www.homedepot.com. If you are a child-loving patient and energetic individual and would like to work in the daycare setting, the number for inquiry is 972-290-4995. Once again, if you are a child-loving patient and energetic individual and would like to work in the daycare setting, the number for inquiry is 972-290-4995. If you are a person affected by addiction and need assistance with your recovery efforts, or an ex-offender trying to make the transition back in the mainstream society and need assistance with job searches, the number for inquiry is 214-634-2722. Once again, if you are a person affected by addiction and need assistance with your recovery efforts or an ex-offender trying to make that transition back in the mainstream society and need assistance with job searches, the number for inquiry is 214-634-2722. Today is a good day if you're looking for a job to find one. Let me repeat that. Today is a good day. You're looking for a job to find one. Today is a great day to make a pledge to church information in open form and follow through it. Today is a great day to make a pledge to church information in open form and follow through it. Today is also a great day if you've already voted to get prepared to vote on November the 4th, Tuesday, November the 4th. I know we say it on all of them, but it is true. This is a very important election.
So. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Very important election. We need to get up for our rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. With that, we bring our SE job line to a close.
Thank you, Greg. Great job as always. That's Mr. Greg Barber. We have with us in the studio. She brought her prayers by Miss Bernice Montgomery. Good morning, Miss Montgomery. Good morning. Thank you. You brought yours in. You just didn't make it. You brought it. We thank all of you for calling, all of you for listening. And we are located at Newton and Masters, where Heavenly Joy Church is. Come by and see us on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. So may the Lord bless you and keep you. Connect Workers Beat. Stay tuned to all the great program right here on Knon. Those who couldn't get in, I'm sorry, we could never ever get all of our calls in. May the Lord bless you and keep you. See you next time.
Knon 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people. Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227, or extension 233. For more information, go to KNON.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.